It's easy to think there's a universal number, a rule you simply haven't been told yet. But there isn't one. But there is a framework that gets you to the right answer for your specific business. And here is that answer. Your cash reserve target is an output of 3 variables: your fixed costs, your revenue predictability, and your access to emergency credit. Not a borrowed benchmark. 3 months of fixed costs is your floor if income is stable and predictable. Move towards 6 months if revenue is irregular, seasonal, or concentrated by a small number of clients. 9 months is worth considering only in high volatility or early stage situations. The same amount in reserve can be dangerously thin for one business and comfortably sufficient for another. The difference is those 3 variables, but first you need to understand why common benchmarks send people in different directions. Now there are 2 benchmarks that dominate the advice online. One says to keep 3 to 6 months of operating expenses, another says keep 10 to 30% of annual revenue. For the same business, they often produce completely different numbers. That's because they measure different things. The expenses rule focuses on survival. Can you keep the lights on if revenue stops? The revenue rule focuses on scale. Do you have enough liquidity to support growth? Neither is wrong, but neither tells you which applies to your situation. And that's the problem with borrowed benchmarks. The 3 variable framework solves it. So, start with fixed costs, not revenue, not profit. These are costs that run whether you earn anything or not. Rent, salaries, software, loan repayments. Review at least 6 months of data and use the highest monthly figure for anything that fluctuates. That number multiplied by 3 is your baseline. Second, revenue predictability. A consultancy on annual retainers has predictable income. A project-based agency or seasonal retailer does not. If revenue is lumpy or tied to a handful of clients, move your target from 3 months to 6. The concentration risk alone justifies it. Third, emergency credit access. A confirmed overdraft or revolving credit line can partially reduce the cash you need to hold. Partially. Credit is not a substitute. It's expensive when you need it, and lenders often tighten access exactly when your business is under pressure. A concrete example, a stable service business with £15,000 in monthly fixed costs, retainer income, and a confirmed credit facility might hold £45,000 for 3 months. The same business, project-based with seasonal gaps, should target £90,000 or more. There is one counterpoint worth naming. Holding excess cash carries its own cost. Idle capital earns little, and anything beyond your defensible range could be reducing debt, funding growth, or improving margins. The goal is not to have the biggest possible cushion. It's a defensible range, enough to make decisions from stability rather than survival, without tying up capital you could put to work elsewhere. So stop asking how much should a business keep and start asking how exposed is my business. Then run the 3 variables. If that was of value, subscribe to the channel for one real business question answered every video. For the same clarity in writing, the website and newsletter is 5minutebusiness.com.